Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would make this review video of the series A Tale of a Thousand Stars. Okay, I'm just going to start off by saying that these are all just my opinions of the series. You may agree with them, you may not agree with them. So without further ado, let me start this review by talking about the actual storyline of the series. It's really different but also unique in terms of the setting and the characters that we got to follow. Because a lot of the BL series that we've seen as of late would typically follow the student in a college setting. But with this series, it's a completely different case because we got to follow Tien, who decided to become the teacher at the village, and him alongside with his protector is Pufa. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna forget how to pronounce his name. I'm already sorry if I pronounced the name wrong. But besides the location and the types of characters that we got to follow, I feel like this series was more than just a story wherein we follow two guys just falling in love. With A Tale of a Thousand Stars, I really feel like this was more than that, as we got to see character growth and we got to see some changes and we got to learn from Tien's perspective how to appreciate more of things in life, and there's more to life than just going to bars and going out partying all night. I feel like this series just really gave in the life lessons that I'm pretty sure a lot of us really wanted to hear, or it was just really nice to hear from the series, and that's just something I really like. And on that note, let me talk about some of the characters in this series. First of all, let's talk about Mr. Tien. Let's just make a comparison between when we met him in episode 1 comparing to him in episode 10. Tien was introduced to us as this guy who would like to go out and partying and would like to go out gambling with his friends. But then by episode 10, we got to see him as this really caring and selfless kind of guy because he's really grown to, as I said, appreciate some other things in life, and he learned to be more selfless and more giving towards others, which I really like that we got to see that amount of growth. Like even by episode 2, we really got to see some bit of development from him, which is that when he felt like he was having such a hard time at the village and he was packing his stuff to leave, he just remembered something that he said, which is that he wanted to be able to do something for others. And then someone told him that even when things get hard and he might feel distressed or discouraged by everything that's gonna be happening around him, he just needs to remember what he really wants to go there for, which is to do something for others and just be able to give something to them. And that's just something I really like for Tien, how he was just going to grow and how much he's going to learn and face throughout his time at the village. Now on the other side of the spectrum, Pufa. When we met him, it seemed like he was just a really cold and stern-faced type of guy and he was just really doing his duty to protect him. But then as the episodes went on, it really looked like he was just opening himself up more and he was growing more comfortable as he was spending more time with Tien. And then throughout their entire time together, we really got to see how much he cares for Tien. He cares so much for Tien that he wanted Tien to go back to his old life and not throw that away just to be at the village. Okay, that episode hurt, but yeah, my point still stands that he just really cares for Tien. Okay, next thing I would like to talk about is the acting, and specifically the actors in this series. And I would just like to say, Mix did not come to play. He took this seriously. And if you guys watch the behind the scenes of the series, we really got to see how much effort Mix put into this series, to the point that he even passed out while shooting that scene from episode 9, I think. Also, to learn that this is his first series, or his first series in a leading role, props to you, honestly. His dedication to learning about this character and getting to know him and just learning to portray him in such an emotional way and doing it very well. Well done. That's all I can say to him. And then going on to his partner, Earth. I can just remember the first time I saw Earth in a series, which was in Love by Chance, wherein he played as Type. But then seeing him now in this series as Chief Pupa, honestly, he really did an amazing job. One last thing I would really like to mention are the children in this series. Honestly, I really love them throughout the duration of this series because they really came across as likable, honestly. They really played a part in bringing this story to life, and yeah, as I said, they really just came across as likable, and that's what I really liked about them. Okay, one quick thing I would really like to mention is the music of this series. As I said in my review for Gaya sa Pelikula, I believe that music can really set the tone for the scene or the series, and it can really make a difference as to what or how we're going to feel while watching the series. And all I can say is, I love the OST of this series. And honestly, I really like each version of the OST of the series. Last thing I would like to talk about for this review is the production of the series. Honestly, I just really give them huge props because, correct me if I'm wrong, the original trailer of this series came out like early last year or 2 years ago, I think. But then there had to be some delays because they had to change the adaptation with the storyline, and then yeah, there was the delay and we only got it recently. I say the wait was worth it because going back to watching the behind the scenes of this series, we really got to see how much work and effort the entire production team put into this series. Like for one, the location that they were at. They had to go through, you know, the cold, the weather, and just the terrain that they were in. And yeah, as I said, when the original trailer was released and then they had to go through the delay and only have it be released recently, yeah, that was also a lot to go through, but the wait was worth it. Lastly, I would just like to say, P-Off, he's just an amazing director, man. And I just really appreciate how much he really put into this series, and I would like to say thank you to P-Off for bringing us this series. P-Off, an amazing director. That's what I'll say. So that's pretty much all I can really say about this series. Just to end this review video, I really recommend this series to anyone else who hasn't watched this yet because you can really take away so much from this series while also being able to enjoy and follow along with these characters and their journey throughout episodes 1 until 10. And I swear, the amount of times I cried while watching this series, man. Call me emotional, but I don't care. This series just really made me feel everything. So that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below what you guys thought about A Tale of a Thousand Stars, and if you have any other thoughts and comments about what you thought about this series. Subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell post notification so that you will be notified whenever I post a new video. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video whenever I could possibly make one.